It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Cleveland. It's the Colts and the Browns on Sunday Night Primetime.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we're at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Bringing him out, the third overall pick from way back in 2008, a guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Back to Taylor on first down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Then Woods has it complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former 2nd overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to work. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground and before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mariota now from the 50. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. To throw Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he wisely will throw that one away. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now Ryan on 2nd down. That is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Ryan will throw again. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A give to the fullback on the dive. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he is going to have a Colts first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the fullback just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They go play action now. Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on second down. Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Ryan. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Right now they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Mariota on first down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On the delay, here's Hunt. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Mariota. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown. David Njoku from 10 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Complete to John Ross. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Colts.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 9. On the give, this is their fullback. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
And the Browns getting set to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Mariota. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And down he'll go at the 25. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 54 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Mariota. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Mariota now to throw on first down. His pass caught at the 4. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Chubb running right. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Touchdown, Browns! From 6 yards away. And the Browns drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because They executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On a return from his end zone, Rodgers. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run with their fullback. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. And Mariota not happy about something before the snap, so he'll call for a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota over the middle to Beckham. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mariota. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. On play action, Mariota. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. Touchdown! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Ryan.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Ryan to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to babble his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You know, every time I talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mariota now. It's caught. Beckham.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Finding Carter on the slant.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd down, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action now. Mariota. Bryant with a catch right side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
92 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, Mariota.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
On 2nd and 2, Ryan, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. From the 44, Ryan. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
First down, Colts.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Again, Ryan. And incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. John Ross, 40 yards.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
To throw forward is Ryan. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Hard throw incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27. To throw is Ryan.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mariota on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings
Chubb running to the wide side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
137 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Mariota.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
York able to send this one through.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Taking it about the 1.
DeAndre Carter returning it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Ryan to throw. And that's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He finds Taylor, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that well, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 148 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
We used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Mariota. This is caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Chubb.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marcus Mariota.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic.
Now Ryan on first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mariota to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay a 12-point game. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
On first down, Ryan. And his throw here is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look.
And Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, pass incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Ryan.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. On 2nd and 7, Ryan.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Dancing to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
1st down, Mariota. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Another good reception there, the Browns on the march.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
Right back to Njoku. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Marcus Mariota with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Ryan.
Finding Cart.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
He's got room at the 30.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
York now for the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And the Colts coming out now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
They're going right back to Pittman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's got some space here.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That good for 19 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some.
Ryan. Got a man and he hit. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Chubb, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. York now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.